Well, when we look at MFI heavy Bandhan Bank, it's expected to come out with its Q3 FY22 numbers, and net interest income is expected to go down by around 5% or so to that 1970 crore mark. That's still a 1.8% gain sequentially. When we look at PPOP, that's expected to come in a strong 18% lower to 1565 crore. And when we look at NPAs, which has been the focus for the bank over the last couple of quarters, NPAs are expected to be stable, with gross NPAs coming in at 11% or roundabout there. When we look at NPA trajectory over the last year or so, we look at Q3 of FY21 for reference. It was at 1.1%, the gross NPA number. It came up to 10.82% in Q2 of FY22. That was a high. And that is expected to continue a little bit as the pain gets accentuated into quarter 3. Net NPAs though are expected to remain stable. They were at 0.3% in Q3 of FY21. They came in at 3% in Q2 of FY22, and they will remain around that region. When we look at PAT will come down 46% to 340 odd crore. And that's quite a low number. However, when we look at it on a quarter-on-quarter basis, given the provisions made in quarter 2, there was a loss there of almost 3,000 crores. So this particular turn in terms of on a sequential basis, loss to profit should benefit the bank in some way. When we look at NIMs are expected to be stable at 7.2%. In terms of operational metrics, which the bank has already disclosed, advances have gone up over 11% year on year, and that has gone up 9% when we look at it sequentially. So that's a strong number to look out for. In terms of deposits as well, a strong 18.5%+ year-on-year growth in deposits. That's coming just below that 85,000 crore mark. And CASA has gone up over 5% sequentially and over 26% on a year-on-year basis. So a strong set of numbers all across the board here. In terms of the CASA ratio, that's gone up 1% sequentially, 2.7% up on a year-on-year basis. So strong growth there as well. When we look at what we can expect from the management, well, they will talk a bit about the NIMS trajectory, hopefully, and they will tell us a bit more over the next 2-3 quarters when NIMS will stabilize, because they have been, quite a whipsaw in that sense. Business growth also in that sense, they will probably give us some amount of an overview of what's happening on the business growth side of things. In terms of the longer term credit costs as well as slippages, they will give us some visibility on how that is going about, especially given collection efficiency has improved and recoveries also are expected to be slightly better. In terms of the MFI portfolio at large, restructuring is going to be high in that particular portfolio, and that's the expectation. And some commentary around that will of course help. In terms of what the stock has done, it's not done much. Over the last 12 months, in fact, it's down 14% versus the bank nifty, which has gained 22%. But if you look at the 1 month chart, the Bandhan Bank has gained 24% in the last 1 month versus Nifty Bank gains of 8%. So over the last month, there has been some amount of traction building in the stock. When we look at brokerages, well, it's all mixed. We have Investec with a sell of 270 to HDFC, which is looking at it as a buy at 370. And we look at Credit Suisse and JP Morgan both with an outperform and overrate respectively of 350 plus of 340 rupees plus of target price, including Jefferies too in that basket. So broadly, Bandhan Bank looking strong on the operational side of things, but results will hold the key as to how it goes forward.